Hello. Uh, can you hear me? Is everything working? Can you hear me? Let's see if I can see chat. Hey Tenko. Assuming I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome. I don't really have a VTuber greeting. But I'm Antoine. Antoine Albatross. I was an albatross that was hit by a Concorde off the coast of Alaska and isekai'd as a bush pilot. So, yes, there were Concordes in Alaska. I think it was briefly a test thing. Historical accuracy doesn't matter here. You guys are here to see me fly, right? Just hang out, have a good time. I hope you're here for that. So this is tonight we're going to be flying a Mitsubishi MU-2. Yes, that Mitsubishi, the car company. And depending how much you know about Mitsubishi, the everything else company. Fairly long flight from Jacksonville to Tampa, but I assure you, as someone who's been to Tampa, the view is well worth it for a rather long flight. So yeah, Mitsubishi makes airplanes, if you haven't heard of them. You've heard of the car. They haven't put out anything cool in a while. They used to make really cool cars. They had the Evo, the Lancer, the Eclipse, the FTO. Now it's just kind of like they got crossovers like everyone else. They never brought the FTO to America either. I don't know, I liked it.
Jacksonville Tower, Mitsubishi, November 7-8, Papa Kilo, ready
This
at
is an
runway 8
airport
East
I have
departure.
actually been to.
Mitsubishi, November 7th.
Ah, shit. I started wrong. Wanted to start from the gate, so that way you can get a little startup ASMR. I don't know, I like starting these things. Maybe it's just my thing. But I love going through the startup procedure, and there's all the toggle switches and everything. I know I'm weird, but I don't know, it's just something I like. I got my two throttle quadrants here. Got my flight stick, pedals. Very, tactile sort of thing, I guess. Just really getting the tactile experience, not just actually, sitting here looking at a screen. Yeah, you could get like a whole Cirrus cockpit in your house. They make, if you got the money, you can buy them. I actually know a guy who built an entire replica of the cockpit of his, the interior of his Lotus for racing sim. So is it Tanko? Am I pronouncing that correctly? I've only been to this airport at night, I believe. Yeah, I think so. So this is an MU-2. It actually looks quite modern, but it first came out in the 60s. And when I start it up, that'll make sense. It's clearly an old turboprop. It's loud. I just want to make yourself at home. I'll open the door. Table there. Alright, so if you're not here right now, you're missing the good part, you're missing the fun part. For some reason, it always says to make sure the landing gear is down in the preliminary checklist. And something tells me you would notice that if that were the case. I actually have like I said, I get my throttle marker. Kind of dig around with these. I have 6 subscribers now. That is one more than I had. I'll tell you that much. Let's see. any of this, close the door because. This thing fires up. She's noisy. The lights on back there. I'm trying to think of something to say to fill the dead air, but all I can think about is the AI song I wrote about cat girls drinking lean and committing tax fraud. So, got that stuck in my head. That's great. No, I'm not going to sing it. It's a little on the nose, but it's good. It's catchy. It's kind of like a... I wanted it to sound like New Order, but it doesn't sound anything like New Order. Actually, one of my favorite bands. Yep, there it is. These things have a bit of a reputation for being a bit dangerous. Some of that reputation was caused by pilot error, but I wouldn't worry about it. I love doing this part. Just going through all the systems and everything. Clicks and all that stuff. I was told to just keep talking even if nobody's watching, and everyone has been telling me to do this, and I don't know what to say. I don't even know, like someone would be watching the VODs or something, and it's hard to believe, honestly, very hard to believe.
Mitsubishi November 7-8 Papa Kilo request taxi for departure to the south with whiskey.
I do
Mitsubishi
everything.
November 7-8 Papa Kilo taxi 2 and hold short of runway 14 via taxiway Charlie. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 14 using taxiway Charlie Mitsubishi 8 Papa Kilo.
Gotcha. Runway 14. Hey, how's it going? It's all good. It's all good. Is it pronounced Tenko? No. You didn't miss the start. Well, you missed me doing startup and then starting the most part of this, but let me show you what we're flying tonight. This is a Mitsubishi. It's that Mitsubishi MU-2. This can be configured as both like an executive like this, or it can be configured for cargo. It's a pretty cool plane. Way older than it looks. It's actually from the 60s. It looks very modern. It looks like some of the stuff coming out these days. Table for you there. Some cup holders. Some privacy curtains. Let's see, so. Honestly, one of my favorite twin turbo prop. Jet engine. Yeah, thank you. Turn it down a little bit. Yeah, these actually have a reputation referred to as Screamer. Want to hear why? So that's where the nickname comes from. Alright, is that volume better? Oh, it's a Screamer. This is idle. So this will be takeoff. You tell me, is that still too loud? Or this is full send? Okay, good. Okay, great.
Jacksonville Tower, Southwest 775, ready for IFR departure runway 14.
Yeah, they have a bit of a reputation for that. They also have a reputation for crashing.
Cleared for takeoff runway 14.
A lot of it was pilot error. You know, a lot of it was maybe, you know,
Cleared for takeoff runway 14,
exaggerated
Southwest
and
775.
blah blah blah. But yeah, they kind of have a reputation for crashing a lot. So, keep that in mind. I'm sure it's perfectly safe. I'm so glad Mosaic passed. On an unrelated note. Runway 14, so you might want to keep an eye out for me.
Good day.
What red button are we talking about? These guys? No, those are just lights. I don't know if it has a self-destruct button. Oh, these! Oh, fuel enrichment. Or this. It doesn't say what that is. I mean, there's nothing quite like a good big red button. Am I right? So my day job is I actually work on race cars, so we have, you know, toggle switches like that on the cars, and they're just fun. They're just fun. I don't know why people want to replace them with cheap plastic crap, you know. Get that good firm click when you hit them. So we're departing from Jacksonville to Tampa. I have been to both airports. I've only been to Jacksonville at night, where we are right now. And Tampa, I have been to a million times. I spent a lot of my childhood in St. Petersburg. And the view coming in is amazing. Oh, I do it all. I don't do it all well, but I do it all. I try to live an interesting life. Taxiway right now. I've kind of been talking this whole time instead of doing my job. And 14. Okay, that's 14. Is it 14? Wait, is there a... Okay, that's not... Okay, good. Looks like there's... No, there's not. Looks like that's... this, isn't it? Yeah, I really like flying at night too. I think it's kind of a weird experience. So 14 is the opposite end. See, runways is they're one number in one direction and the other number in the other direction because that's they're a 2-digit number that corresponds with the first 2 digits on, a 360-degree compass. It's the closest number. So it'd be like, 1 5 3 2. So up to arbitrary numbers pulling out of nowhere. Yeah. Do you ever flown? I'm sure you've flown before because obviously you said you liked it. Where have you flown? My favorite airport is probably Atlanta. Very nice, very big, very clean. Oh, well, I'm terrible at everything, so don't worry about that. Yeah, the reason I became a VTuber is because I'm actually building an airplane with my dad, and I'm like, okay, I need a sim rig now. So, because I've never flown an airplane. So, I bought a really nice, overpriced gaming computer with, all the RGB and everything on it, and I'm like, if I'm going to have this, I might as well be a VTuber too, right? Since, I've always liked VTubers. I don't really have time to watch VTubers like I used to. I've had such a busy year. Oh, it's an Avid Flyer C, which I have something very similar to it. I have a Kit Fox in Flight Simulator, which is the Avid actually came first, and then the Kit Fox was. It's just a badge engineered Avid. I don't know how they're allowed to do that. So tell us about yourself. Tell us about your whole VTuber thing, because that's part of what I want to do here. Is I want to be like, think about it as like a bizjet pilot or a bush pilot that flies around other VTubers, and and they can kind of say their whole thing. While I'm flying, kind of like interview, kind of talk.
Mitsubishi November 78 Papa Kilo
Like, what's your backstory?
South departure approved. Cleared for takeoff.
Like I said, I'm an albatross that was
Cleared for takeoff runway
hit by a
14,
Concorde
Mitsubishi 8 Papa
and
Kilo.
isekai'd as a bush pilot. Flying to the south, if I'm correct. According to the south. 14. positive rate, gear up.
Mitsubishi 8 Papa Kilo, continue for south departure.
Flaps up.
Mitsubishi 8 Papa Kilo, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Alright, now I have to reply to that. So, kind of shitty if I don't.
Jacksonville Tower Mitsubishi November 7-8 Papa Kilo frequency change.
So you're a stump. You know, there's some interesting VTuber lore out there. I'll give you that. There's some really interesting VTuber lore. I don't think I've ever met a stump. I have met a microwave. Her name is Brielle the fucking microwave. Yes, fucking is actually part of her name. I love flying right at sunset. So you're a doll that was carved from a stump? Am I correct there? It's a good cloud. I think I'm following this. It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty good lore. I thought mine was fairly in depth. But apparently, I don't know. I'm a bird strike. It's a whole story. MU-2. Two souls. What? So do you have two models? Is that part of it? So you're dead. Oh, okay. Okay.
Jacksonville Tower. Altimeter 29.77
That's
wind
cool.
117 at 7. Cleared ILS Yankee runway 14 approach.
That's some really cool lore there. So what are your types of streams? I noticed that you said you're an artist.
Cleared ILS Yankee runway 14 approach southwest 1080.
So does the stump model actually move? Or is it just like a stump? Oh, right on, right on. So you do like reading and everything too. Cool. So what kind of games do you like? What kind of books? I think that this would be great for like a collab. Like you could draw. Like this is kind of what I want to do. Like I kind of want to be like a background character for someone else. Like they could draw while I'm flying or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought it out. Like most things in my life. So it doesn't blink, but the mouth moves. That's funny. Whoa, that's the pitch. What about Warframe? My friend got me into Warframe. It's pretty fun. I've actually been behind because I've just been working and doing Flight Simulator lately. Yeah, I work, come home, hit the sim.
Jacksonville Tower, Brickyard Tree 6188 miles north inbound, ILS Yankee runway 14 approach. Brickyard Tree 618 Jacksonville Tower. Altimeter 29.78 wind 10 tree at 5. Cleared ILS Yankee runway 14 approach. Cleared ILS Yankee runway 14 approach Brickyard Tree 618.
Oh, so you have played it. Cool, cool. No, I totally get that, but it's a pretty friendly community, so that's one of the things I like about it. Of course. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Would you look at that, though? Isn't that beautiful? Breathtaking. I had 24 too. This is 2020, but 2024 just like stopped working. The graphics are a little bit better, but I don't know. This is still pretty impressive.
Brickyard Tree 618 wind 10 tree at 6. Cleared to land runway 14.
I usually fly a lot of
Cleared to land
different
runway
stuff.
14 Brickyard Tree
Fly,
618.
really love DC-9s. They're a classic. DC-3s. Two of my favorites. Yeah, graphics are really impressive. I think I can run it on the highest setting. How did I get my model? Oh, a friend of mine made it. I was like, hey, I want to be a VTuber. And they're like, I gotta make you a model. I'm like, yeah, right on. It was quite that response. It was pretty enthusiastic. Almost 20. Oh, this thing has 5 fans in it. Well, I'd like to consider you my friend as well. You come into my stream. It's pretty cool. I'm glad that I finally have someone like actually interacting in the chat right now, because I don't know what to do with that error. I really don't, and it's friendship unlocked. Nice. Dang, I got like 3 or 4 friends. Awesome. More than I got. Oh, you're talking about fans. I have 5 fans and I have 6 subscribers, so. Yeah, I mean, it's just like flying. I'm sure I'll get better at it or die. Hopefully not die.
Brickyard Tree 618.
I love those like cotton candy colors you get right around now. I know it sounds a little cheesy, but oh, it's not my best thing now. Yeah, it's real pastel kind of.
Brickyard Tree 618. Contact.
I even got a table out for you. I like you. And then, you know, it kind of gradually turns into night. This is what I want to do. I just want the ambiance, you know. I don't really. I'm not interested in being a big VTuber, you know. I'm more about. I don't know what I'm about. I'm about doing end of the day, let's relax kind of streams. I need to pay a little bit more attention to my altitude, because it's just all over the place right now. But that's okay. I mean, it just climbs like crazy. That's a turboprop, so. Oh, no. I have no interest in being a corpo. Fuck that. I already have a job where I work, 7 days a week most week. The last thing I want is another job. If it stops being fun, I'll just stop doing it. Nothing's really worth that. I've thought about it. I don't know, I don't know what to think right now. Because I'm brand new to it. So I'll do, whatever feels right at the time. I don't know, just all the stuff you hear about, like Niji Sanji, and, what happened to Selen, and, I mean, even Gura left Hololive. I mean, not that I've heard bad things about Hololive. Oh, V-Shoujo's in the toilet. I mean, they just disappeared overnight. I don't know, I feel like this is a weird thing to say. Yeah, exactly. And that, I've always heard VTubers talk about, like, what, do you guys want to see this game? Do you guys want to see this game? Do you want me to do karaoke? Do you want me to do this, that, and the other? And I've always said, you know what? It's more about the personality than what I'm way off course right now. Hold on. Fuck. Done fucked up. I'm cringe. I'm cringe, but I'm free. Really shit the bed on that one. But yeah, I always thought it was more about the personality and the person and the character than it is about what they're doing. I mean, if I like you, I'll watch you. It's just the way I've always seen it. I don't know about everyone else, but yeah, freedom's important, absolutely. And like I said, I don't want it to ever be. It's weird that I've made a career out of doing something I love, like racing and work on race cars. But I don't know. You just don't want to mix something that's fun with money. And I even struggle with that, in my career. I struggle with that because I love what I do. I really do. And I don't. Most people can't say that. But at the same time, it's hard because you can't really put a price on it. If you'd still do it for free. But this isn't about that. That's about work. This is about something I do to relax, and that's very different. Exactly. I love that attitude. I think the whole thing with Selene was a real eye-opener. And, I know we all know who Selene is. Is it still considered a taboo subject to say their new name? Or exactly. And you know what? And I know other people want to chill because that's why I watch VTubers. And I want to, I want to be. I want to be the reason someone comes home from work and just... Wait, what are we not allowed to do anymore? And we all know it's Selene. The Selene thing was quite disturbing. Fast. There it is. There's the thumbnail. Look at that. Just look at this. Yeah. What were you saying? What was I saying? I was just admiring. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just saying that, like, if you are passionate about something, I feel like people, not to be dark, but will see it as a reason to exploit you and say, well, they don't mind because they love it, and it's true. But at the same time, you don't want to. Oh, so we're allowed to say their name? Doki Bird. Sorry, Dookie Bird. We all know who you are. Come on. But, yeah, it just... There's a line that you never really want to cross, and that's the line where, people take advantage of you. And, it's... People are talking about how they want to be like, big VTuber, and that's cool. If that's your dream, go for it. I mean, look at all the HoloLive VTubers who left recently too. It's weird that there's still kind of a taboo on saying their new names. It's kind of obvious. Yeah, that's what I want too. I want enough people who can fill a plane. Not much more. Maybe not an MU-2. Maybe like a 747. But speaking of which, are you enjoying the ride? Are you vibing, as the kids say? I'm vibing pretty hard right now. You know what? Let's just take a look out the window. Maybe this isn't a great idea. There we go. There we go. So have you ever been to St. Petersburg or Jacksonville or... My mom's actually there right now, St. Petersburg. I have not, but what I want is an MA1 jacket, and maybe some aviators. Where are we right now? That's the Gulf of Mexico, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it better be, because that's what we're heading towards. This is weird, looking at my instruments and looking at chat. Good question. I don't know the answer. I know nothing about computers. V-tubers. Yeah, so that right there is the Gulf of Mexico. It'd be cool if we had some music up here, huh? Some logo or something. Highway, lake, plane, there's all kinds of shit up here. So have you ever noticed something? Why are VTubers always in the bottom right corner and never in the bottom left corner? Well, I guess Kiara's in the bottom left, but that's a different story. Copyright stream, Kevin. You know what? I'm really not interested in making money. So, I mean, if I'm not making money off the stream, can I really get in trouble for copyright? Wait, bottom left is in, like, your position on the screen, or bottom left is in Kiara? I remember when Bay debuted, she was upside down. She's Australian. Will it really? Shit, even if I'm not monetized. Let's get a picture of this, shall we? Wait, so, now that I know that, what else can I get in trouble for? I still have that set to beacon/taxi. Okay, let's go back to beacon. There we go. Really? You know, I'm old enough that I can remember when there were no ads on YouTube. Doesn't look like your lights are working back there. Let me check. I'm going to be a responsible captain and abandon my duties. I want to open it so bad. I suppose the lights were on. Wait, so I thought swearing was only if you want to be monetized. Like excessive swearing. Would it be better to just put all my streams as 18 plus, or because that's what I was doing originally, to be honest with you. Yeah, because I want to say fuck as much as I want. You know, even if I don't want to take chances. So how long have you been doing this? I mean, you seem to know a lot more than I do, but then again, everyone does. Let's take a look at this. As long as I don't swear within 30 seconds. Wait, within like 30 seconds, like twice in 30 seconds? Sightseeing right now. Look at that. Look at that. You know, I've been here. Like, you know, to the Gulf of Mexico, to the, you know, to actually see it. And I mean, it's not as breathtaking, but it's I don't know, maybe just nostalgic, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay, so I can swear. So I can swear as much as I want as long as it's not the first 30 seconds. Oh, and cool, cool. How long you been a VTuber, though? Yeah, it's weird that it's just a simulation, but it, you know, it just brings up good memories of. I mean, you can almost feel the, you know, the Florida humidity and smell the ocean and hear the palm trees. I love palm trees. I love hearing the rustling and falling asleep to that ever since I was a kid. Probably the last minute, too. I mean, I say fuck every once in a while. I don't know. I wish I was in Florida right now. It's weird to be homesick for a place that isn't your home. I mean, I guess you can consider it your home, right? I just started this year. So, you personally, is there anywhere you like? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? Flying, of course, because that's kind of what I do.
Tampa Tower Mitsubishi November 7-8 Papa Kilo is 12 miles northeast 12,900 feet with India to land.
If you thought I had at least a year or two, no,
November
I've
7-8 Papa Kilo Tampa Tower.
I have, thanks to you, 6 subscribers.
Wind calm. Make left traffic runway 1 right.
Make left downwind runway 1 right Mitsubishi
Got
8
it.
Papa Kilo.
Southwest 2556. Turn next taxiway.
Northern Japan, huh? Yeah, we can go there. I go to Japan a lot. In Flight Simulator, I've never been to Japan. But, you know, since I come home at the end of the day, you know, it's already dark where I am.
2556 contact ground on 121.35. Going to 121.35 southwest.
Well, okay, that was embarrassing. Trying to do way too many things at once, apparently. We almost made it. I mean, it's easy to reach the VNE in this thing. It's actually pretty fast for what it is. Stop. Don't embarrass me, come on. Hey, there's a reason I don't have my license yet, okay? Just can't afford it, it's fucking expensive. Yeah, I've always wanted to visit Japan. Well, since we didn't make it, what if we fly over Tampa Bay real quick? A bit of Clearwater. I'm trying to think if this is the Grand Prix. Yeah, this is the same. Let's go here. This is the Grand Prix. Any requests for? I mean, do you have any favorite planes? Got the whole air racing thing, by the way. That was pretty cool. I mean, the rally's pretty cool. You know, I gotta tell you, this is so much easier. Actually, having someone in chat, I thought I'd be nervous, but Seaplanes. We got seaplanes. Big seaplane. You talking like big? You talking like 631 big? Like that kind of big? Like brick shithouse big? I mean, you kind of tempted me to bring out the big French shit barge. What sucks about this thing is it can't take off most places. So I gotta find a water runway. You know, that would be a good stream. So we gotta find a place where we can actually fly this. Yeah, these are all going to be tiny. I mean, there's got to be some good places around here. Try to West Coast. I really want to show you this thing. It's kind of a masterpiece. There's got to be something I can show you. Oh, it's a cool road. We should go there. Tokyo Bay would be an option. Yeah, I've thought about that. I really have thought about that. Or recreating Lindbergh's flight or something like that. Hawaii, that's an option. But I'd want to do that like for charity or something, you know. We're like the Concorde. Love the Concorde. Oh, it wasn't showing any airports because we're in. Take off from here and land here. Fly around the island. I wish there was a Vulcan. Wait, I could maybe get one. Yeah. There is a Vulcan. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of... I guess you can't land them anywhere there's not a big bay or river or something, but they're a great idea. I mean, that is a sweet Vulcan. Kind of want that now. $33. I don't even know if this thing's going to take off in this amount of space. Wait, what? Oh, that's so cool, really? Do you, like, donate it to it or something? Yep. You gotta make attempts. I feel like there's a joke there. I feel like there's a very easy joke there. I could set this thing up for my 6 throttles, but I'm too lazy.
Honolulu Tower Foxtrot Bravo Delta Romeo Lima at runway 4 right ready for departure, departing straight out.
That's not what I wanted. Also, Shockingly, it's moving, just not enough. That is so cool. Do you have a picture of it or something? You know, if you're going to be a regular viewer, I just might have to get that Vulcan for you then. I'm surprised your favorite isn't a de Havilland Mosquito since it's made out of wood. There's a video out there of someone restoring a staggerwing beach, and like with English wheels and, you know, hand beat aluminum and everything, and it is just gorgeous.
Honolulu Tower Foxtrot, Bravo Delta Romeo Lima, ready for straight out departure at runway 4 right.
Really? 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 You know what? If this game's not going to cooperate with me, I'm going to at least show you it. Right here. There's bunks. This thing has a bridge like a ship, which is amazing. Yeah, they don't even have, like, flight engineers these days. They had a whole crew. The last plane with a flight engineer was I can't remember that one, actually. Gotta figure out how to get it. Okay, that's probably it. Yep, I see Art Deco stuff. So this is pretty cool. Can you imagine this is how they used to fly? I love the Zero. Love the Spitfire, the B-24. I love all of those. The Zero, just the handling of the Zero is incredible. It's just unrivaled. Wow, let me look at that. Got a little sink and everything. Why you get a sink? So here's an interesting story. My grandfather was a lead mechanic for U.S. Air. Started with Allegheny, retired with U.S. Air. And since he was lead mechanic, you know, he was kind of important. So he had his own truck at the airport. You know, just like an F-150 or something. And people would steal it all the time. Like, people would just, you know, so he would end up driving the lav truck most of the time. People would make fun of him for it and say, oh, hey, he finally found the right vehicle for himself. It is pretty cool. It wouldn't surprise me if these fold down into beds. Cause no, there's bunks. There's bunks. I mean, just look at this. I wish they still made them like this. This ain't even the whole thing. So yeah, you know, it just end up borrowing the lav truck. Speaking of which, there's a lav right there. Doesn't work. Hey, get in there. Stuff there. This is one of the more detailed models, and I think it's amazing getting to actually walk through this. I wonder if there's more to it. I'm trying to think if there's more. Or if I'm thinking of the X. The X is also in this. Yeah, but I mean the key word there is spacious, not unsafe. It's all in French, so no hablo francais, as they say. Yeah, I mean, it is French. I think all French planes are kind of weird, and that's what I like about them. I mean, look at this. Right? Ready for this? Got a little one right there. Why they put avionics on this thing? Modern avionics. See, I told you it was French. Yeah, the attention to detail on some of these is just crazy. I bet it won't fly, but you can only ask for so much. Alright, you can't stick around any longer? Well, I've had a lot of fun with you here. I really appreciate it. You made my night. Thank you. Oh, and I'll be streaming Saturday night. So, keep that in mind. Maybe I'll try to get that Vulcan for you. And, you know what? I might just end it on that for tonight then. I got a lot in there. Had a lot of fun. Alright, well, I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you for coming. Good day.